Hey there folks, I am the Mighty Plantain. Thanks for checking out this video. It is Saturday, July 3rd of 2021, and we're looking at something from Stone. This is their Liquid Poem Double IPA. It says on here, Glory to the Hop. 9.4% ABV. So this is going to be a pretty heavy-duty one. And we're going to read the label because this is always enjoyable with the Stone brews. I'm just looking to see if the IBUs are listed here, and I'm not seeing them. So, Glory to the Hop. Hops, used artfully, can be a lyrical journey for the palate. What you have here is the liquid equivalent of some old-school classic punk rock poetry. We took the path less traveled 25 years ago, and it could be accurately argued that we were a bit noisy in our adventures, co-pioneering the West Coast style IPA. People heard that noise and joined us in the hoppy mosh pit, and the path has gotten even more lively since then. We based this recipe on the classics with citrusy, piney, Centennial, Chinook, and Columbus hops, plus a dash of new classic Citra for good measure. Big yet refreshing, bold yet nuanced, undeniably loud, just as we like it. Now, they did put the leavenostoneUnturned.com. Pardon me. It's not that late, is it? Shouldn't be getting tired yet. They did put the leavenostoneUnturned.com thing here upside down, but they put the bottle label right side up again. So I don't know if that whole Leave No Stone Unturned thing is over with now or what. It's obviously still kind of a thing. Alright, so Stone brews are always pretty good, and their IPAs are usually a safe bet. Safe bet, a sure bet. So, we'll see how this one comes out. I was hearing some thumping noises earlier, and I thought maybe it was outside the house, but duh, it's July 3rd. Of course I'm going to hear thumping noises. Alright, because it's fireworks getting launched. That is a somewhat hazy but golden to copper. It's gold down here at the bottom, but it turns into a copper-colored beer up towards the top, slightly effervescent. I'm seeing plenty of bubbles coming up through, and it's maintaining a good head, but it's definitely a hazy beer. I'm just jealous of the fireworks. Obviously, my fine motor skills for setting up mortar sets and a couple of other things this year are a little compromised, so I won't be doing fireworks. Whether you use zip ties or the little junctions that I found a few years back, definitely need two functioning hands to set those fucking fuses up. So it ain't happening. And I didn't do one last year because of COVID. Well, there was no point in trying to have a gathering when we couldn't have gatherings. And the year before that, and I think even the year before that, I was saving up for the down payment on the house. Well, not the down payment, but, just trying to save up to get this whole ball rolling, so. Fuck. Yeah, I haven't blown some shit up in a long time. Well, maybe next year. Anyway. When I get right down in there, I'm getting some citrus and some pine. And again, not a big surprise. I'm mostly keyed toward citrus and pine, but I actually almost think I'm smelling mango. That weird, slightly bitter fruitiness of mango, because it seems to be in fucking everything these days, so. Yeah, just some hints of citrus, pine, and maybe some slightly bitter tropical fruit. I mean, bitterness is going to be hop. Hops are going to be bitter anyway, but anyway, yeah. It's got a nice medium light mouthfeel. I think Liquid Poem's pretty accurate. There's like this overall hoppy bitterness up front. It's basically just a mouthful of hops. Not in a bad way, in a good way. It's not overwhelming or too intense. It's just kind of a good punch to it. As it rests on the tongue, I'm actually getting hints of grassiness, fading to earthiness. Pardon. And then after I swallow, there's like this distinctly piney flavor combined with a hint of dankness. And it's funny because I was getting citrus in the aroma, but I'm not getting a lot of citrus in the flavor. It is there. It's just kind of like an undercurrent to the whole thing. Just like all the other esters are there. They're just kind of an undercurrent with each one kind of coming forward and expressing itself at different points within the swallow, for lack of a better way of putting it. And then in the finish, I'm getting that slightly sweet bitterness reminiscent of mango. So there's some tropical in there too, I guess you could say. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Yeah, like I said, that there's an overall current of hoppy bitterness with all of those different hop esters kind of there in a subdued manner. But as you sip and swallow it, kind of each one comes forward a bit. Yeah, kind of earthy and grassy, hint of dankness, a bit of pine, and then that weird tropical mango, bitter, fruity finish. With just a slight undercurrent of citrus along with those other esters too. Huh. Yeah, that's really well put together, and I'll tell you one thing, you wouldn't know it's a 9% ABV beer, that's for sure. There's no hint of booziness, there's no off-putting alcohol flavor, it's just smooth. Smooth and easy drinking. Dangerously smooth, actually, because it's going down pretty fast. I'm hitting this one with a 4.5 out of 5. Mostly because I'm impressed by all the different hop esters I'm picking up on, and the fact that everything's just kind of working really well together. It's not giving me that wow or blowing me out of the water experience. And, you know, a few years ago it might have. But thanks to a lot of IPAs from Stone and other breweries that have really just kind of put together this great experience, I'm getting used to beers that have all the different hop esters and are so well put together that you're going to pick up on a little bit of them, without them being too overwhelming, and a good cover. The flavor's a good cover for any sort of booziness that you would get from a 9% or greater ABV beer. I mean, sometimes even a 7 or 8% ABV beer has that boozy flavor to it, but for it to not be present in a 9% or greater is really impressive. So again, just because I'm not getting that wow experience or being blown away by it, I'm not hitting it with the full 5 out of 5, but I'm going to give it the 4.5, which is as close as you can get. This is a great, really well put together beer, and I've got nothing bad to say about it. But that's just my opinion. Hit me up down below in the comments or the email link. I want to hear what you have to say about Stone's Liquid Poem. While you're down there, don't forget to like and share the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. Till next time, folks, leave no stone unturned. Cheers.